Good morning. Today we'll discuss Cori cycle. Many students ask doubts about Cori cycle. The first question comes to our mind, what is Cori cycle? Cori cycle basically related to anaerobic respiration. What is anaerobic? Absence of oxygen. So Cori cycle operates when there is absence of oxygen. Lack of oxygen in muscles due to intense workout, jogging, running, or heavy weight lifting. Intense muscular activity depletes the oxygen level. So, Cori cycle is directly related to lack of oxygen in muscle. To understand anaerobic respiration, first we need to concentrate on aerobic respiration. Aerobic respiration, we all know. In presence of oxygen. Whatever the food we eat, we know the simplest conversion is glucose. Glucose converted to pyruvate, glycolysis pathway, pyruvate to acetyl-CoA, and acetyl-CoA enters into TCA cycle or Krebs cycle. So you all know in mitochondria, oxygen acts as terminal electron acceptor and produces ATP, energy-rich molecules. So just concentrate on that point. Oxygen is the acceptor, terminal electron acceptor, and releases ATP molecules. One molecule of glucose releases 32 to 38 ATP molecules. So the point we need to concentrate is aerobic respiration, presence of oxygen releases energy. So oxygen presence is directly related to production of energy. So absence of oxygen creates energy depletion. Intense muscular activities, jogging, running, brisk walk, or heavy weightlifting. So oxygen number is depleting in muscle. If there is no oxygen, the problem starts. In the absence of oxygen in muscle tissue, glucose is converted to pyruvate. The first initial step is same. Glucose, pyruvate, done. But there is no energy production. You all know oxygen is the terminal electron acceptor. If there is no oxygen, no energy production. Pyruvate is converted to lactic acid with the help of an enzyme, lactate dehydrogenase. So lactic acid accumulates in our muscle tissue, which is very bad for our health. It's a physiological problem. Just a simple reason, because there is no energy production, no oxygen, no energy. Already we are lagging of 32 to 38 ATP molecules, and lactic acid is accumulating in muscle. So to overcome this problem, to overcome the over accumulation of lactic acid. So the problem is lactic acid is accumulated, no energy. How to overcome this problem? There is a rescuing part in our body. The secret process or the rescuing organ is liver. So now what we need to do, we have to transport lactic acid accumulated in the muscle to liver. We are transporting lactic acid into liver through blood. Now we'll understand the actual concept behind Cori cycle. So lactic acid accumulated in muscle. It can affect by causing discomfort, sore muscles, and it can lead to painful sore muscles. So what we are doing is we are transporting lactic acid accumulated in muscle to liver through blood. In liver what happens? Lactic acid again converted to pyruvate, and pyruvate is converted to glucose. Just observe the pathway reaction. Lactate to glucose. Lactate, pyruvate, glucose. You are synthesizing glucose. So the process is called gluconeogenesis. So glucose is produced in liver. It is an energy consuming process because you are converting lactate into glucose. Energy consuming process, but liver operates Cori cycle to rescue our muscle, tissue. Now what happens? Glucose produced in the liver is transported back to muscle. So cyclic pathway. So whatever the production, the produced glucose again released back to muscle. So this is the concept behind Cori cycle. So what you need to remember from Cori cycle? Lactic acid accumulated in muscle due to absence of oxygen. Then the lactic acid is transported to liver. In liver, lactic acid is converted to glucose. Now the problem is solved. Glucose is transported to muscle. So the actual video is about the concept behind Cori cycle. Not the exact pathway. What is the idea behind Cori cycle? Once you see the video, you are going to understand a simple concept. That is, Cori cycle operates in liver. Basically, it is related to liver and muscle. In muscle, no oxygen, lactic acid accumulation. So lactic acid is sent back to liver and it is converted to glucose, then returns to muscle, cyclically metabolized back to lactate. So Cori cycle is a part of carbohydrate metabolism. The basic concept is gluconeogenesis and prevention of lactic acid acidosis, that is accumulation of lactic acid in muscle. So please read the pathways of Cori cycle. Cori cycle is very important for your CSIR exams. Why it is called Cori cycle? Because Cori cycle pathway discovered by Ferdinand and Gerty Cori, they awarded Nobel Prize also. So that's why it is called Cori cycle.